Hello everyone! Today we're playing on my original file and currently on year 35. I haven't been able to play on this file for quite a while as it was having some issues, but recently since the update came through it seems to have brought it back to life and is now in working condition. So I've spent a little bit of time and money bringing it up to speed again. As you can see, I now have a gold clock hiding up here in the corner. So in saying that cost me 10 million gold and I need to make up some of that money. So today's video is going to be about turning this entire space once again into the sweet gem berries. They of course start out as the rare seed, and conveniently since it's the 1st of fall today I can start planting right away. So currently I have 418 rare seeds from I don't know when, so the first thing I'm going to do obviously is get those all planted up. It's probably worth noting for anyone who's thinking about buying the gold clock, it doesn't prevent all that grass from growing everywhere, which isn't a big deal. The grass doesn't actually hurt anything, but it does take up a bit of space. Aside from that, I absolutely love it. It's definitely worth the 10 million gold investment because now I never have to clear my field again. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent doing that and really hating every minute of it. So this is what the 500 and something seeds look like all planted. I'm not going to water them today, the sprinklers will take care of that. Not going to use speed grow, fertilizer, or anything special because I'm just going to skip through this all real quick to get to my end result. Before I get too carried away though, I am going to go through my field and replace some of the few sprinklers I've lost over the years, as well as lay some new ones down in the unused space at the bottom. 6:40 p.m. I've laid down about another 15 iridium sprinklers in all my unused space. Now I'm simply going to sleep through until my sweet gem berries are ready for their first harvest. And just like that, it is the rainy 26th of fall and my sweet gem berries are all ready to be harvested. The crows did get a few, but I'm not too worried about that. It should take me a few seasons regardless to get the number I need, and I should have more than enough by that point, so the crows can have some. And it took me until 7:40 a.m. to harvest all those. There is a total of 402, which should turn into roughly 1,000 seeds, so obviously it's time to put these seed makers to use. Okay, so it turns out those 400 plants only came out to 791 seeds, 200 less than I was hoping for, so that kinda sucks, but that's okay, I will still make it work. Also, I got 2 ancient seeds and 4 mixed seeds, and while it's still fairly early in the day, I need to go and rearrange some of my farm buildings. That is also something I was unable to do before the 1.1 update, so now it's time for a little remodeling. So the first building to be cut from my farm is this shed. Never had any use for it anyway. Next is the mill. Have no use for that at this point. And last is going to be this large slime hutch that has no use and takes up a lot of room. I would like to point out that that slime hutch was still full of slimes when it blew up. Slimes that I actually took a lot of time and effort to breed into existence. But I do now have a little more real estate here, so I'll need to put some sprinklers there when I get some time. Now, lucky me, I just settle in and sleep until next fall. A few short sleeps later and it's already fall again. This time I am going to plant some scarecrows out there just to minimize my losses, because I didn't quite get as many seeds out of the seed makers as I had hoped. So I need to make up for it by protecting my crop from those dirty crows. And it seems the grass has started to grow on my farm. Gonna have to clear some of that out of the way obviously before I do anything at all. And interestingly, as I'm clearing my grass, I found that several trees have sprouted up. I thought the gold clock would probably stop trees from showing up, but apparently not. I've got a helpful tip for anyone trying to do this. Don't carry bombs in your backpack anywhere near the items you're using currently, because if you set one down it blows up like 9 of your sprinklers. Now I need to go see if I've got replacement sprinklers, or at least parts. And after a quick check through some of my old chests, I found 2 sprinklers, 108 iridium bars, and 43 batteries. So I think I'm covered. And while I'm at it, I filled in the space that the slime hutch used to occupy. Okay, thanks to my little bomb incident, it's already 8:40 p.m. and I'm not sure if I have enough space hoed, but I've got to start planting anyway, otherwise I'm going to lose my hoed spots by tomorrow if there's nothing sitting on them. 12:20 a.m. Didn't quite have enough to plant all my seeds, so I'm going to spend what little time I have left to see if I can get the rest of them down. It's going to be close, if not I'll simply plant them tomorrow, not a big deal. 1:40 a.m. 20 left. And I literally just passed out while in my bed because I was carrying a scarecrow. That is the second ridiculous mistake I made that day. So, finally got all the seeds down. Now it is to place some scarecrows sporadically around them to hopefully cover most of this. And it turns out I made 3 stupid mistakes yesterday. I left a giant seam right up the middle where nothing's getting watered currently. That means I'm gonna have to kill a few of those and place some sprinklers in there to make up for that. This is quite the train wreck so far. There, all fixed and you'd never even know anything went wrong. Those new sprinklers just blend right in. Anyways, back to my scarecrows. Okay, I've covered the perimeter with scarecrows. I should more or less have it all covered. Now, when a crow eats one of the seeds on the inside, I'll simply replace that spot with another scarecrow. 7th already today. So far, no sign of crows, so the scarecrows are actually doing a really good job so far. 13th today, still no crops lost to crows. All the way to the 27th already, and I don't actually think I lost a single berry to the crows. Which is interesting because the scarecrows only protect the outside, this whole middle is unprotected. Now the fun part. And it took me until 9 AM to harvest these 783 berries. It would be amazing if these could turn into 2,000 seeds, but I just don't see that happening. Alright, so those 783 berries turned into 1,556 more seeds. That means I should only have to do this process one more time before I can cover my field. In case you're wondering how the time has passed so quickly, I was basically filling my seed makers and then going to bed and then repeating the process day by day. So here we are all the way around, back again. Today is the last day of summer. I'm going to do things a little bit differently this time. I'm going to use this last day of summer to clear a bunch of these weeds and grass simply because they're going to take so long to do. I don't want to do it all in the start of fall and risk running out of time. It is just past 12:30 and I've cleared a big old space down the middle of my field. This should accommodate my 1,500 plus seeds I need to plant tomorrow. So today is the first day of fall and that means I gotta start planting. Okay, so I've been hoeing all day. It's just before 4 PM, so I'm going to start planting and hopefully I have enough space cleared out. Before I do, I'm going to put a few scarecrows semi-strategically all throughout the land. Okay, scarecrows are all down. Now I'm going to go ahead and plant these 1,500 plus seeds. Hopefully there's room for them. And it's just 12 AM. I was off by about 200 spaces. I just finished seeding, so I'll get the remaining 200 tomorrow. This also means that when I do next year's crop, which is going to be about twice as big again, I'm going to need a lot of time to do it. I'm going to spend a little bit of time right now clearing out some of this grass because I feel like if I take care of most of it now, well, it's at a low amount anyway, not so much will go back by next year. I really hope anyway, otherwise I'm really just wasting my time right now. Okay, I've just finished clearing all the grass I could find. I think I got all of it. That should help keep it under control in the coming months and year. I may trim it again at the end of this season or at the start of next year to hopefully keep that big old bush under control. Once again, I'm going to sleep till the end of the month and harvest my big old crop. And here we are on the 28th. The weeds have started to make a bit of a comeback, but I'm going to get on top of those right now. Not actually sure if it's worth clearing out the grass on the last day before winter, but I'm going to do it anyway. So far, I've only noticed one spot lost to the crows, and that's that little guy right there. It is now 1:40 PM. It took me that long to pick up all my berries and trim my bush. And now for the other exciting part. I really wish I had a good way of moving these children out of the way as I do this. They are constantly getting in my way. I need to build them a little cage or something maybe. Though I do see them run through the walls once in a while, so that might not hold them. It is the 1st of spring today, my seeds are well on the way, and I've got some bush to take care of. So based on what I'm seeing here, there is no point on clearing this all at the end of fall because it's just going to show up in mass at the start of spring anyway. Don't waste your time. I would think it's worth it now at the beginning of spring to clear it however, because I feel like it has exponential growth, so the more there is, the more that it can grow. Just before 11 AM, I've taken care of all of the grass, so hopefully it doesn't come back too quickly. In theory, this should be the most efficient way to take care of it. It's the 22nd of spring and all my seeds are all ready now. I have just under 3,000 in total. 1st of summer today, I just want to quickly check up on the grass situation. It seems to be making a comeback. I'm not sure if it pops up at the beginning of every season like the other stuff. I'm assuming it would. So obviously I'm going to take care of that before it gets out of hand by the end of the month. Obviously, once it turns to fall, I want to waste no time in getting my seeds fertilized and planted, and that's going to take up time. Okay, it looks as though I've got the weed problem under control, and conveniently it is just after 9 AM, so I'm going to head to the store and buy all the fertilizer I'm going to need. That way I'm not doing it last minute. And just like that, 3,000 fertilizer. Now just the same drill, sleep till the end of the month. Already it is the 28th of summer, one day before I need to plant 3,000 seeds, so obviously I need to take care of the weeds. I'm really not sure how much that gold clock is worth 10 million gold considering I still have to constantly clear my farm. I don't exactly run the risk of losing sprinklers, but this is still very annoying. And I suppose tomorrow at the start of fall there's going to be all new grass that's popped up. Okay, I think that about takes care of all the grass for the summer season. Now I just need to remove a meteorite and I'm good to go. Okay, today is the 1st of fall, obviously going to be a very busy day. Right away I'm going to run to the far corner over here and start hoeing and planting as soon as I can. Luckily I haven't seen anything in the way of grass yet, so that's working in my favor. Okay, I've been hoeing up a storm. It is now 2:30, so I'm going to start placing fertilizer and then seeds as fast as I can because I don't want to leave any space unseeded. Okay, it's 7:30 p.m. and I've laid down 999 fertilizer, so now I've got to really move to get 999 seeds down. Just after 12 a.m. I managed to get the first 999 down, so I'm just going to try and slam a few more down here in the corner before I pass out. Okay, this is as far as I get for the day. I'm going to call it a night before I pass out. Should be able to get the rest of those down tomorrow without too much trouble. So here we go again. 1:40 p.m. I've made it all the way to here, so now same thing. Fertilizer, then seeds, and I'll do what I can after that. 6 p.m. fertilizer's down, so now I just gotta follow with the seeds. Just after 11 p.m. I've covered all my fertilizer now. I've got over 2,000 seeds down, so I'm gonna spend the rest of the evening using the rest of my fertilizer that I can, and then seeding that too. Just before 1 a.m. Gonna call it a night, gonna finish what little bit needs to be done tomorrow, and then I just sleep on through till the big money. Shouldn't take long today to finish my little crop. There's not much space left at all. Okay, it's just before 12 a.m. and I've hoed all the space that I want to use, so now it's just a matter of fertilizing and seeding it. Just before 8 p.m. and everything's down. Now it's just a matter of waiting. There's approximately 2,700 seeds I believe down, so that should be lots of money. And just like that, it is the 28th of fall. That means all my sweet gem berries should be ready to go. So this is what thousands of sweet gem berries look like all growed up. It's definitely going to take me a while to pick all these, but they should be worth well over 10 million gold. It is 10 a.m. already and I've only harvested the left side so far, still got a long ways to go. Well, it's taken me till 3:40 p.m. to pick all those. That took a while, but they're all done now, so that's awesome. There is 265 regular quality, 814 silver quality, and 1,669 gold quality. And now the moment we've all been waiting for. See how much it's worth. So taking a look here, I believe this is meant to represent 13,580,000. There's the breakdown of what they're worth. Just the gold quality alone are worth 7.5 million, the silver another 3, and the regular just under 1. So that now puts my total earnings over 50 million. I currently have 13.4 million. I'm not sure something in that math adds up, but that's okay. I'm very tired. It doesn't have to. Either way, I've got lots of money currently. So now that that's over with, we're going to conclude this video. I just wanted to do another big crop now that this file is finally working again. Very excited about that. I will resume another series tomorrow, probably starting a new farm and one of those things. So as always, hope you liked it. Let me know what you thought. Thanks for watching.